Good day, everyone. Our tackle for today it's all about the political self and being a Filipino. So aside from that, I assigned the topic of the political self and being a Filipino, which is who is a Filipino and Filipino values and traits. So by the way, this is Jeline Consuego Escobar. So let's go. Developing a Filipino identity or who is a Filipino. The Philippines today has only emerged in the 1980s after over 3 centuries colonization of the Spaniards. Meanwhile, the Japanese only occurred in 1946. Foreign culture, beliefs, language, and religion have made a huge dent in our own by setting a foundation to build contemporary Filipino identity and culture. Filipino have truly developed an identity of their own, or we still living in the shadow of our colonial friends. The individual's race, ethnicity, and physical characteristics are not the only factors that make a person's national identity. The importance of values and traits are set apart and nationality from the other. These values and traits may not always be a positive thing, but being able to identify oneself apart from other nationalities and point of weakness and mistakes, paired with unity and progress, a possibility. According to the 1987 Philippine Constitution, Filipino citizens are those whose father or mother are citizens of the Philippines, those born before January 17, 1973, of Filipino mother who elects Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority and those who are naturalized in accordance with law. So, in this statement, it is the Filipinos are those who were born with a Filipino parents. They're not just people who's recognized because of the role models. Like Clea Salonga, they're people who woke up with the culture here in the Philippines. Filipinos are hospitable and it's really friendly. Citizenship wasn't the only maker of being a Filipino. The culture and history has a big impact on the manner Filipinos learn. Common values and traits have been passed from generations to generations, and that the Filipinos of today still embody. So another thoughts that I have, ang maituturing daw ng Pilipino ay yung mga nanay at tatay na ipinanganak bago ang January 17, 1973 at yung mga taong natural citizen na naayon sa batas. So next is Filipino values and traits. Filipino values and traits. The Philippines is a lush island paradise famous for its grandiose mountains views, pristine beaches, and rich and diverse culture changing from province to province. While the Philippines may be well known for its awe-inspiring beauty, perhaps the Filipinos' unique traits, reputable values, and laudable talents make the country a place to be. Tourists who have visited the Philippines can never forget the big and bright smiles that greeted them, the colorful and loud jeepneys, the common Filipino phrases such as mabuhay and salamat, and habits such as saying po and opo to the elders, leaving shoes or slippers at the front door before entering a house, and importunate asking of kumain ka na ba, meaning have you eaten yet, ended. It is a marvel to experience these unique traits of the Filipinos firsthand. Few of these traits are as follows. Okay. So, based in the given meanings, values and traits naman, yung mga halimbawa nun ay ang paggamit ng po at opo sa mga nakakatanda. In other words, every nationality has its own customs, traits, characteristics, values, attitudes, and beliefs that were inherited from their great ancestors. They have the possessions of uniqueness as a nation. Filipino people are one of the sole nations in the world. They have their own norms and manners. Until now, those traits are still alive, and most of it is continuously transferring to the next generations. Filipinos are best well known for being hospitable. One good example is whenever there is a visitor, it may be expected or unexpected, they really take such good care, give their full attention, and even serve foods for their visitors. So, that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Genevieve Gasis, one of the reporter of the topic, the Filipino and the political self. Today, I'll be discussing to you the first 6 values and traits of the Filipinos. These values and traits are the Filipino hospitality, bayanihan, respect for elders, close family ties, cheerful personality, and self-sacrifice. The first one is the Filipino hospitality. A Filipino trait that is known everywhere is the Filipino brand of hospitality. So what is this hospitality all about? Hospitality is the friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, visitors, or stranger. In Filipino, mabuting pakikitungo o pagmamagandang loob. Filipinos are known for being hospitable, especially to tourists and wanderers who do not have place to stay. So, mauning isa sa pamatasan sa mga Pinoy na ganahan ang mga foreigners sa atua kay bisag dili ka ila friendly gyapon ginatagad gyapon nato sila. Filipinos welcome their guests like their own siblings. Always make their guests feel at home, offering something to eat or even a place to stay. So we make sure that our guests are comfortable. Gina-welcome nato sila pag-ayo, ginaasikaso, o bisag lisod ta sa financial, mangita gihapon tag paagi aron mahatagan sila pagkaon or mapasnak. Fund of giving pasalubong or tokens. So, example na atay member sa family nga mulakaw atog layo nga lugar. Expected na nadana pag uli na sila mga pasalubong sa ato alike biscuits, sinina, or uban pa. The next one is respect for elders. Showing respect for elders in society is a way of showing that we value them. So, greet their elders by kissing their hands o pagmamano. Uso ni sa ato mga Pinoy na anad ta na since bata pa ta, ginaanad ta sa atong mga ginikanan about anang pagmamano. Kada uli nato, ginahanap nato sila, or kung makita nato sila magmano, nagamano gyud ta. Using po and opo. Kung mutubag ta sa ilang mga pangutana or naatay istorya sa ila, naagyud ni sila na mga words bilang respeto sa ilaha. Honorifics or title of respect like ate, kuya, mama, papa, and so on. Forgetting to address older people properly will regard them as rude and impolite. Example, tawag ka sa imong mama unya pangalan lang niya ang imong ingon. Syempre, mag-ingon gyud nagwala kay respeto. Close family ties. Filipino believe that families should be together and help each other out. So, naay kasabihan nga ang sakit ng kalingkingan ay sakit ng buong katawan. So, kung naay problema ang isa, problema sa tanan. Mao nang magtabang-tabang entero pamilya aron masulbad ang problema. Fund of family reunions like birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, New Year's, and so on. Live in a big house where everyone can stay together. Kasagaran karon bisag naanay pamilya ang mga anak, ginapatibog gihapon sa ginikanan sa isa ka balay kauban sila tungod kay mauning naandan sa mga Pinoy magtibo Bisag dako na kaayo lang pamilya, okay lang, at least bibo. Cheerful personality. Filipinos have a habit of smiling and laughing a lot. They always try to maintain a positive outlook in life, which makes them resilient and able to manage almost everything with a simple smile. So, bisag dako na kaayo problema bugat masa tughan, pero inig na ay kaatbang laing tao, ginasmile ra gihapon, dili kaayo big deal ang problema. So, ingon pa sa uban, pasagdi ang problema nga magproblema sa kaugalingong problema. So, smile ra na, bahalag, bugat kaayo, because laughter is the best medicine. Smiling during trying times and calamities. Mostly pag mananaw tag balita, inig na interviewin about sa calamities. Imbes na muhilak or magmaoy, makita nato sila nagasmile gihapon, ginakatawa lang ang ilang problema. Self-sacrifice, the giving up of one's own interest or wishes in order to help other or advance a cause. So, extend help to their friends, families, and loved ones. Kung naay problema ang amigo, pamilya nimo, willing mo help, bisag advices lang, okay na na. One of the children of the family give up on school to work and help his or her family. So, also na karon ang mga panganay, bisag gusto gyud mo eskwela mo undang tungod sa kalisod. Ginapauna na pag-eskwela ang mga manghod tungod kay mutabang sa pagpanarbaho aron makatabang sa ilang ginikanan. Next is bayanihan, giving without expecting something in return. Spirit of communal unity and cooperation of Filipinos. So, ang mga Filipinos, ilado pod sa naay pagkahiusa. So, nagtinabangay gyud bisag unsa pa na nga problema. Always ready to share and help to the people who are in need. So, example pariha nang naa sa picture, di man na makayag isa ra ka tao. So, nagtabang-tabang gyud aron masulbad ang problema. Sending aid to those who are severely affected by natural calamities, nagabuhat og mga aid to humanity o uban pa. So, that's all for my topic. Thank you for listening.
Good day everyone. I'm Luchi de los Santos from BSA 1B. Today, my reported lesson is all about Filipinos' values and traits. So, we're going to discuss first about bahala na attitude. Bahala na is the Filipino version of the famous line Hakuna Matata, meaning no worries. The phrase is said to have originated from bahala na, where bathala means God, and the phrase meaning leaving everything into God's hands. It can also be viewed as something similar to the cheerful and positive attitude of Filipino, and allowing situation take care of themselves instead of worrying about them. So, bahala na attitude, kadalasan magagamit ito sa mga estudyante. Lalong-lalo na siguro pag may activities, tapos yung activities may time, tapos hindi nakapag-study. So, kaunti na lang yung time, siguro mapabahala ka na lang, babahala na. Ang importante, may sagot, bahala na. Importante, naka-answer ko, nakapasa ko. That's a positive attitude of Filipino na kadalasan ginagamit sa tuwing may deadline. At ano na rin, yung pagiging hindi worry na rin sa ating kaibigan. Siguro masabi na, bahala na, importante may sagot ka, bahala na, importante nakasagot tayo, nakapasa tayo. Siguro, yan ang attitude ng mga Pilipino na kadalasan ginagamit sa tuwing may deadline. Ayan. So, next one is colonial mentality. Colonial mentality is regarded as the lack of patriotism and attitude where Filipinos favor foreign products more than their own. This does not only concern goods, but also desire to look more foreign than local and keep up with foreign beauty trends. It is attributed to the centuries of colonization Filipinos had experienced under the Spanish, American, and Japanese rule. Colonial mentality is the thinking the foreign talents and produce are always better, and that the local one are of poor or no quality at all. And when we believe that nothing good comes out of our own country, but preferring the imported talent or product over the local one is not always colonial mentality. Siguro ang pagiging colonial mentality ay isang pag-uugali ng mga tao mula sa isang bansa nagtangkilik ng ibang kultura. Halimbawa nito ay ang sa Pilipinas. Ang karaniwang pangtangkilik ng mga Pilipino sa kultura ng Korea. Marami ang natutuwa at humihiling ng iba't ibang kultura na meron sila at ibang bansa. Kadalasan ay ginagaya ng mga gesture, pananamit, ang buhok. Kadalasan ang gumagaya nito ay ang mga teenagers ngayon. Ang pagkain, ang musika, lahat ito ay ginagaya ng mga Pilipino sa mga kanilang idolong Koreano. Opa. Samantala, ang ating kultura, tradisyon, musika ay patuloy nang nakakalimutan at pinabayaan na lamang. Kinakain na ng ibang bansa ang ating kultura at patuloy na nalason ang ating isipan dito. Mañana habit, this is the Filipino term of procrastination. It was derived from a longer Filipino phrase called mamayana, meaning dwelling things which could have been done at an early time. It is a poor habit of laziness that results in heavier workloads. So, favorito sa mga estudyante na himuon ang mañana habit. Siguro di pod may wasan sa ako ningana pod ang akong ginakasagaran ginahimo. Unya na to kay napay time, unya na to kay naapay maghimo sa kog lain na buhatonon na mas dili importante, dili na may wasan na ginahimo sa Filipino, especially sa mga estudyante. Unya na ko mag-answer kay daghan pa kog time ato, daghan pa kog ang pambito ang deadline, layo pa, December pa. Tapos sunod na magkaabot ang time nga nagkadapog na dito yung mga buhatonon. So, muna paborito sa mga estudyante ang mañana habit. Ang pagiging mamaya na, sunod na, hantod nga, nadapog na ang buhatonon. So, wala ka pa sa bagsak, char. So, next is Ningas Kogon. Ningas is a Filipino term for flame and kogon is a Filipino term for kogon grass that easily burns out after it is put into flames. Ningas Kogon refers to the attitude of eagerly starting things but quickly losing eagerness soon after experiencing difficulty, just like how fast the fire of a kogon grass burns out moments of being ignited. Laziness is a common problem among Filipinos. That is why Filipinos are regarded as Juan Tamad or lazy Juan. So, Ningas Kogon is isang sabikain na nangahulugan na magawain na sa una lang masigasig, maganda o magaling, ngunit kalaunan ay hindi na ito na itutuloy ang nasimulan. Mayra sa una, mayra sa relasyon, mayra sa una Ang ninos kaguna is terminong nagmula sa mga Espanyol na naging kaugalian ng karamihang Pilipino. Sa literal na pagkahulugan, ito ay tumutukoy sa pagnigas ng uling sa unang beses, ngunit sa huli ay humihinto ito. Pareha rin sa ugali ng ilang Pinoy, kung saan sa simula ay sinisipag o masigasig gawin ang mga bagay o isang bagay, ngunit bandang huli ay tinatamad na itong tapusin. So, pride. Most Filipino hold on their pride as if they are more precious than keeping a good relationship with family and loved ones. When the two parties are not in good terms, they find it so hard to apologize and wait until the other party asks for an apology first. May ugaling Pilipino tayo na hindi natin gusto na malamangan. Gusto lang natin na dapat tayo lang ang nakaka-ahead, doon sa taas. Hindi tayo gusto na meron tayo sa ibaba. Next one is crab mentality. Crab mentality is a toxic trait among Filipinos where one resents the achievements of another. Instead of feeling happy for the person, just like crabs in a container, they pull each other down and ruin each other's reputation rather than bringing them up, resulting to no progress. Filipinos should change this troublesome attitude and focus more on their own and adequacies ones of self. Ang pagiging crab mentality ay pagkakaroon ng kaisipan na gaya ng isang talangka. Ang ibig sabihin ay crab mentality or isang talangka ito at pangit na ugali na para bang gusto rin pabagsakin ang mga nagtatagumpay. Kahawig rin ito ng kasabihan na kapag ang puno ay maraming bunga, binabato. Kadalasan na ang mga tao ay may crab mentality, ay may inggit sa katawan at hindi masaya. May mga halimbawa ito ang pagiging crab mentality, mainggitin. Ang meron ka ay dapat meron din siya. Mapanglamang. Ang sa kanya, ang iyo ay ang kanya rin. Mapanirang puri. Ang mga taong may crab mentality ay hindi papayag na makalamang ka sa kanila sa kahit anong paraan. Kaya naman, isa sa ginawa nilang mabisag taktika ay pinipirang puri. Balik harap. Balik harap yung chismosa or fake friends. Ang mga taong may crab mentality ay may balik harap o plastic. Sila ay aanyong maaamo kapag nasa inyong harap, ngunit kasusuklaman ang kanilang ugali kapag hindi mo na sila nakakasalamuha. Next one is Filipino time. Filipinos have common attitude of arriving late at commitments dinner or properties, especially if they are meeting someone close to them. They tend to observe punctuality altogether. The 7 p.m. call time becomes at just 7:30 p.m. and almost everyone arrives at the same time because everyone is using Filipino time. Filipino time that should be on time. So Filipino time, we should on time. If we want to further progress as a nation, we need to refrain from practicing this old and efficient habit. All of us having different circumstances, and it is just right that we learn to value other people precious time. Nagkasabihan nga time is gold. So, Filipino time, dapat hindi natin ito sanayin or pagiging habit, kasi hindi ito ang nagpapaunlad ng ating bansa. So,
good day everyone, I'm Chrissy Iscarelli and I'll be discussing my part of the report, which is the Filipino markers. What are the hallmarks of being a Filipino, or what makes us truly rich in our being as a Filipino? The following are the constant reminders of our nationality. First is the proverbs or salawikain. Just like any proverbs or saying convey lessons, reflections, and Filipino practices, beliefs, and traditions. The Mianyahanyo, regarded as the master of the Filipino folklore, classified proverbs into 6 categories. First is the proverbs expressing a general attitude towards life and the laws that govern life. Second is the ethical proverbs recommending certain vices. Third is proverbs expressing system of values. Fourth is the proverbs expressing general truths and observations about life and human nature. Next is the human proverbs, and lastly, miscellaneous proverbs. An example of a Filipino proverb is the saying, "Kung may tiyaga, may nilaga," which means that hard work will be rewarded if one is persistent. Number 2 is superstitions. Filipinos also subscribe to their own set of superstition passed down from generation to generation. Some of these may be influenced by beliefs from other cultures, but Filipinos have retold the superstitions according to their own experiences, and they sometimes end up even more interesting. So, mga paniniwala o mga tinuuhan, mga sinaunang tinuuhan. Number 3 is the myths and legends. Due to Philippines' rich culture and history, numerous myths and legends have sprung about things that are beyond one's imagination. These stories aim to explain the origin of things and at the same time teach valuable lessons. Number 4 is the heroes and icons. Heroes serve as a reminder of true patriotism and nationalism, as they have sacrificed their lives for the sake of our country's freedom and progress. Every year we land in a holiday to celebrate its heroes, usually the last Monday of August, to remember their greatness, brave, and resilience that has led to the freedom we have and know today. Icons such as Lea Salonga, Manny Pacquiao, including our national hero, Jose Rizal, also serve as an important Filipino markers, as they have made the Filipino name more pronounced worldwide through their own expertise. So, how to be a good Filipino? The following are ways on how to be a good Filipino. First is be an active Filipino citizen. By simply exercising our right to vote, we also become an active citizen of the Philippines. Number 2 is to study the Filipino history. By learning and fully understanding the events of Philippine history, we will learn so much as to why it is so important for us to love our country with our lives, like extending help to our fellow Filipinos in need and recognize abuse of chemical products. Number 3 is support local products. When we buy local products, we doesn't only support local manufacturers and businessmen, but also we help to strengthen the local economy. Number 4 is speak using our Filipino language. It is important to us to speak with our own language, our national language, as a way of showing our love to our country. Lastly is do not spread fake news and be Democrat. So it is a part of being a good Filipino to understand, to fully understand and verify what we read online, especially on social media, before actually believing it and spreading it like wildfire. So that was all, and thank you for listening.
How to be a good Filipino. Now you know that your traits and values are important indicators of being Filipino. The problem now is how we truly become one and how you can be useful to the development and progress of our country. The following are few ways on how to get a good Filipino. Be an active Filipino citizen. A good Filipino citizen is aware of the current events and participate in the government programs that they aim for the country progression and development. By simply exercising your right to vote, you also become an active citizen. When it comes voting, the rich and the poor have voting right. Every Filipino citizen of legal age have a chance of choosing the right leaders for the Philippines who are genuine in helping and caring for the Filipino. Study the Philippine history. The road of the Philippine history is long and bloody, and by learning the fully understanding the events of the Philippine history, you will learn to why it's important for you love country with your life. Instead help your fellow Filipino in need and recognize abuse political power. Support local products. When you buy local products, you do not only support local manufacturers and businesses, but you also help strengthen the local economy. How is this so? There will be more demand of local product. Those local business will be in need for more employees, which will open new job opportunities. The business owner will also invest within the country and less likely to leave. Supporting our local products also display our creativity, innovationness, and resourcefulness. Speak Filipino language. The history of Filipino language was long and hard as the Philippine history. Jose Rizal highlighted the importance of speaking national language as way of displaying the love for one's country. Speaking Filipino also serves as unique identifier of being Filipino. It has been decade-long debate whether to use Filipino as an instructional language in school and translate textbook into Filipino. However, against is not strictly imposed. The not spread fake news and democratic in engaging with this period in history of the Philippines has been how the internet has found tons of possibilities for people, both good and bad. For instance, it is easier for Filipino working abroad communicate with their loved ones live in the Philippines through the internet. Despite this, the internet has also made the spread of fake news very common. Likewise, the internet has also made engage in internet arguments with people across the globe about our political position. For example, it is a part of being good Filipino to underrate it and verify what you read online. That's all. Thank you.